Hi, this is Eric with Forge Conclusions. We're going to be setting this cushion cut amethyst into this Hearts on Fire ring. So this is our ring here. We've got a 4-prong head, and this is a cushion cut stone. So it's kind of like a square with rounded corners, essentially. So when we're setting something like this, we want to take into account the thickness of the girdle, and we want to look at you could see these little like nubs on the head. That's kind of like an indication point of where you kind of want to put your cuts in, and so we're gonna mark those out, and then we're gonna cut into them with a variety of different burrs, and then we're gonna put the cushion stone in and tighten it up. All right, so the first step is we kind of put the stone in and kind of gave it a look-see to see how it kind of fits. And the first thing that we can note is that the cullet, the point of the stone, is interacting with the bottom of this 4-prong head. So the first step essentially is to remove metal here and allow some clearance. If you don't allow clearance at the bottom, you could potentially damage the bottom of the stone when you're tightening it. Basically going to cut up under where the curves are with a ball, and we're going to make a little pocket. So what we did first was we made a preliminary hole to kind of like mark where our spot is. So we used the little groove that's on the head to kind of find where our center spot was, so that way it's all level. And then we increased the size of the burr and made kind of a deeper hole, and then kind of brought the burr down so that way it's got this like little teardrop looking thing going down it. And that's to allow a little bit of clearance for any of the angles underneath the stone. Easier. So we put the stone in. We've got our grooves cut into the prongs, and now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the prongs in with the rounded edges of the cushion. You kind of want to make it so that way the prongs kind of like scoop the edges of the stone, and that's what's with the metal holding it down in a whole bunch of different spots. That's what's going to keep the stone in place. So this cushion stone is set in. What we did was we brought the prongs in, and the shape of the prong being kind of like a mitt, kind of grabs on to the rounded surfaces of the stone. The next step now is to cut down the prongs a little bit. We're going to use a cup burr, and it kind of has a dome shape, and that's going to round over the any sharp edges that are on the prong. Now that we've cut down the prongs with the cuppers, we're going to use a series of rubber wheels. They have compound in them, and it's going to polish up and round over the prongs further. So we're gonna continue polishing. So we're switching over from rubber wheels and we're gonna be using different compounds. And that's gonna give it a bright final polish. All right, well, thanks for joining us as we set this cushion amethyst into this head. Again, I'm Eric with Forged Conclusions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Take care.